am in fact a gold star lesbian, and a gold star lesbian, for those of you who don't know, is a lesbian who's never had sex with a man, and that would be me. Got a pristine vagina. Hi babes, welcome back to my channel. I get a lot of questions about my coming out story and how I knew I was gay. So I'm finally filming this video for you, and I'm so excited because I love being gay. It is one of my favorite things about my life. When I wake up in the morning and birds fly through the window and help me get dressed and we all sing a song, it's about how great it is to be gay. Get yourself some Starbucks and get ready to hear the wondrous way I realized I was gay. When I was in high school, I dated boys, but I never did anything with them. I used to tell them that I was waiting for marriage. I always felt like something was a little off because I was horrified at the idea of having sex with them or doing anything with them, and I didn't even really like kissing them. It didn't really do much for me. And there weren't like any out lesbians at my high school, so I didn't really have anyone to catch my eye in that way. See, I didn't know I was gay. I like think about it now and I'm like, I should have seen the signs. For example, I used to plan my outfits for my babysitters. I was the biggest teacher's pet in all the land, and I used to get really upset when my teachers' like husbands or boyfriends would come to class. I remember I was in second grade and my teacher's boyfriend had planned this proposal that involved all of us, and I refused to be part of it. When we play house, I would always be like, I'm the dad. Early signs. Back to high school. When I was 18 in my senior year, I went out dancing with some of my friends. This was long before I danced professionally. This gorgeous girl with a mohawk steps in front of me. She's like, hi, I'm Brittany. And I was like, hi, I'm gay. It was instant. Everything stopped. It was just the two of us on the dance floor. There was a spotlight above us, and I spent the rest of that night like pressed right up against her, dancing with her all night long. She was obviously a lesbian. I was gonna give me a moment to like think about 18-year-old me in that moment. Such a good time. And that night she found me on social media and she sent me a message and she said, I finally find a girl I like and she's straight. And I sent her a message back and I said, well, this straight girl is thinking about you in her bed at night. So, I was so forward. Then she invited me to come out dancing again, and when I agreed, she said, okay, it's a date. And I was like, oh my god, am I going on a date with a girl? I remember telling my friends that I met a girl who I liked and I was gonna go on a date with her, and they were all like, what? And I was like, I know, I'm excited! I just completely had no issues with it whatsoever. More on that in a moment. I went dancing again and there was a photo booth. I dragged her into the photo booth, and that is where we had our first kiss. And I kissed her first. Once again, she has this mohawk, she's all like punk rock hotness, and this little lady was making all the moves. She became my girlfriend within a month. It was the first time I'd ever been in love, first time I'd ever had sex with anyone, and I'm gonna tell you something really embarrassing. So the first time I ever went down on my first girlfriend, I popped up and I said, neat! Oh my god, I'm such a dork. But it was the neatest thing ever. My first girlfriend introduced me to the entire gay community, and I took to it like a duck to water. Just embraced it so much. I feel so lucky because I did not have any issues with it. I know a lot of people struggle when they're discovering their sexuality. I know a lot of people hate the fact that they're gay. They try to be with men. They try so hard to go against who we are, and it causes so much pain. And my heart goes out to all of you who struggled with your sexuality, because I didn't. I loved it from the start. Felt so comfortable and so happy. It was such an awesome gift to be able to come to terms with it so simply and so easily. I want you to know right now that if you're struggling, it gets better. I know that it can be very hard because it's hard to be gay, but it's just who you are. Own it, love it, because trying to fight against it is going to cause you so much more pain than needs to be. Anyway, back to my story. So that was how I discovered I was gay. It just took the right girl to spark that in me and set off this flame of flaming homosexuality. Banksy is so cute, you guys. I'm like having a hard time focusing. Brittany and I were young, and I still lived with my parents at the time, my mom, my stepdad. Brittany and I used to stumble out of my bedroom at 2 p.m. with hickeys all over us. I took my mom out to lunch to come out to her because she's the most important person in my life, and I really felt like she needed to know. And you guys, this is how I did it. You ready for this? My mom used to watch that show, The OC. Do you guys remember that? So Misha Barton's character was named Marissa, and she had like a fling with this chick named Alex. And I said, Mom, I'm Marissa and Brittany is Alex. And my mom's like, yeah, I know. And I was like, oh, okay. And she's like, yeah, you guys didn't really hide it very well. My mom's European. She used to go to Southern Nights way back in the day, which is the club that I run my Saturday night lesbian night at. A lot of my mom's friends were gay. She has understood the gay community and had been an ally in the gay community. Her only thing was that she thought that her gaydar would let her know that her daughter was gay. But to her credit, like, I mean, I don't really look like your average lesbonita. I look more like every straight girl in the world. That was coming out to my mom. It was very easy because she is a wonderful woman and I love her so much and she loves me and she just wants me to be happy. My mom was concerned because she knows how hard it is to be gay and worried about my safety. I'm worried about homophobic hatred, but I will always live my truth, and she taught me that, to live authentically. She's just such an ally, and she's been so kind to all of my girlfriends. If you date me at Christmas, you get more shit than I do. My dad lives in Portland, Oregon with my stepmom, and I didn't come out to my dad until my second girlfriend. Brittany and I broke up. It was really hard for me, and it was really hard to not be able to talk to my dad, but I didn't want to tell him like over the phone or something. So my dad is from Oklahoma. He is an amazing man, but he grew up with a lot of narrow-minded thinking, and he fought that. Growing up, my dad was very liberal. He loves the arts, he loves culture. I knew that it was going to be a mixed bag for him. When I started dating my second girlfriend, I got to go visit my father. He and I went on a hike, just the two of us, and he and I talked, and I told him, we're like huffing and puffing up this hill, and I like tell him, and he's like, I can't believe you're telling me this when I already can't breathe. I just really appreciated that he made a joke in that moment to kind of loosen the tension, because I was like, that one was hard for me to do. He accepts and loves me and just wants me to be happy. My stepmom has a gay daughter as well. She is a lot older than I am, and that was really hard for my stepmom to accept. My stepmom didn't really talk about her gay daughter, and then when I came out to my stepmom, she and I had like some really great talks, and I think that the open and honest communication I had with my stepmom made it easier for her to have open, honest communication with her daughter, and so they've connected, and that's wonderful. And I'm just like gonna get choked up right now because I think it's so great that parents can like accept their kids, especially after like years of like not being able to. I mean, my stepsister was in her 40s before my stepmom was really able to connect with her. I'm so grateful that my mom and my dad and my step-parents were so wonderful and accepting of me. Shout out to all the parents who are amazing people and accept your gay children, because it's really hard for us in general, and it's so much harder when our families can't just love us for who we are. Coming out to my friends was a little bit more difficult. I lost some very good friends. My best friend, who I had since 5th grade, told me she didn't agree with my lifestyle and that she was gonna pray for me and Brittany, but to consider our friendship over. I accepted myself so completely and so wholly, so instantly, that when someone else couldn't do it, I had empathy for that, and I still love them, but bye. Nothing else I can do about that. I can just continue being my loving, wonderful self, send them love and light, and hope that one day their eyes are open and that they can see the world for the big melting pot of wonderfulness that it is, and to stop being so myopic and narrow-minded. So that's my coming out story. That's how I knew I was gay, and I have never once looked back. I just keep thinking about like all the people who didn't have it as easy as I did and who weren't able to just accept and love themselves. Just really hope that you stop letting people tell you that you are wrong or that you're bad or that you're anything other than wonderful creatures. Being gay is great, so if you're gay, lucky you. I'm honored to have this moment. I'm honored to be able to be out and proud and to share my story and to show others that you can be a princess and be gay, that you can be whoever you are and be gay. It doesn't exclude you. Be happy, love yourself, and accept who you are. Okay! Banksy, why am I so sappy all the time? Happy Pride Month! I totally didn't even click that I was making my coming out story during Pride. I love you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Have a wonderful week. Bye!